Michigan as presented by the state's leading authority on events, the Michigan Festival and Events Association. A full listing of events is available on MichiganFun.com. Michigan Fun is a production of My Michigan TV powered by Michigan Digital. Now, here's your host, President of the Michigan Festival and Events Association, Mike Szukhent.
Welcome to Michigan Fun, where we check out the state's top festivals and events. I'm Mike Szukhent. Spring is here in Michigan, and so are the great springtime festivals and events. Coming up on today's show, we're going to talk to the Lewiston Morel Mushroom Festival and the World Expo of Beer. But first, let's get started with the East Lansing Art Festival. Welcome to the show, Heather Majano, Art Festival Coordinator. Hey, Heather.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Oh, glad to have you. So, tell us about the art festival. First of all, it's in East Lansing, which is one of my favorite places.
This is the 60th year of the East Lansing Art Festival, so we're excited to be celebrating that milestone. And it'll take place on May 20 and 21 in downtown East Lansing.
We're at downtown.
The whole street, Albert Street, we closed down the entire stretch, and we put all of our fine art artists and our performers and our art demonstrators all the way down the whole stretch.
So what all is going to be there? Is it just going to be art, or is it going to be artistic? You got musicians there also?
Yeah, so we have 2 full days of performances at our Jackson main stage. The performances range from a magic show to indigenous dancing to storytelling. We even have a couple theater productions and a ballet performance.
That's
and
awesome.
Then, of course, music as well.
That's great. Is there an admission for this?
No, this is totally free. We are very grateful to our sponsors to be able to make this free and be able to share this with the public.
Speaking of sponsors, who are some of your sponsors?
Well, our pinnacle sponsor is Jackson, and the stage is named after them. And then we also have a couple of our higher tier sponsors are MSU-FCU, which is our local credit union. And we also have we have Willingham and Coke. We have some law firms, and then we also have local car sales place.
Dealership, yeah.
So
sounds like you got a lot of support.
Yes.
Now, your organization, I'm assuming, is mostly volunteers?
No, so this is hosted by the city of East Lansing. I am paid, I'm part-time. There's a festival assistant, and then the actual follow-through on the weekend of the actual event is a lot of volunteers, but all of the planning is taken care of by the city of East Lansing.
Oh, okay. That's great. So I'm assuming you've got quite a few volunteers the day of the event.
Yes, we use about 60 volunteers each day, and we are very grateful for their support. And that includes the day of setting up, so the day before the festival.
That's great to have that kind of volunteer support. I'm happy to see that people are coming back out and volunteering. We went through the pandemic stage where everybody wanted to sit back and not get involved, and now everybody's coming back out, and it's so wonderful to see the volunteers. And they all got a smile on their face, so you always love the volunteers.
Yes. We're grateful for their support, and the artists are grateful for them too, because it allows the artists to have a break on the days of the actual festival, and it keeps everybody informed of what's next.
So what are the times of the festival?
So on Saturday, May 20th, the festival is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sunday, May 21st, the festival is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And live entertainment, is there, what kind of, what kind of activities do you have besides your photographs there showed the people looking at the displays, and then I saw some entertainment. What other kind of activities are going on during your festival?
Yeah, so in addition to the performances on the stage, we also have an artist demonstration area where we have local artists come out and share their process with the viewers. And that is going to be everything from dark room. Obviously, you can't do the actual dark room stuff, but you can share the process. So photography development. Again, we'll have Indigenous basket weaving this time, and that is sponsored by the East Lansing Arts Commission. We will have some mixed media art, and then our local library, the East Lansing Public Library, will be on site with some crafts and art for the children to do and participate in. We also have a food court with 7 different food vendors ranging from snacks and desserts to full meals. And we've made sure to have options for as many types of diets as possible, from omnivore to gluten-free to vegan. So there's a little something for everyone.
Well, it sounds like you guys have done a lot of work in getting this, and I congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
For any of our viewers that are looking for additional information on your organization or how to get involved, how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so a couple different ways. You could go to our website, www.elartfest.com, and there is a page on there where you can reach out to me. You could also send me an email at hmajano, that's HMAJANO, at cityofeastlansing.com, or you can give me a call. And my number is also on the website. So I'm happy to
That's
answer
awesome.
questions. And closer to the festival, we'll actually have a page with how to get to us information. We're working on the site plan, finalizing that, and we'll have that on the website soon as well.
And designated parking areas? I imagine it's
Yeah,
gotta
so
get kind of
there's,
crowded.
yeah, it does get busy. We have several parking ramps downtown. So there's a lot of parking options right downtown East Lansing. And then we're also working with the university to have our local buses called CATA to bus people from the commuter lots at the university up to the festival. So people don't even have to bother with the congestion that occurs that weekend up close to the festival.
Very good. Well, Heather, thank you very much. It's been great talking to you and learning about your event. Just for our viewers, if anyone is interested in any additional information on that, you can find all that information also at MichiganFun.com. Thanks, Heather, for being with us today.
Yes, thank you so much again for having me.
Thank you. Coming up next on Michigan Fun, we'll be talking to the Lewiston Chamber of Commerce on the Lewiston Morel Mushroom Festival. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Looking for the perfect weekend getaway? Love Lansing like a local. And we promise, you'll love Lansing just as much as we do.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the top events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest is from the Lewiston Morel Mushroom Festival. Welcome to the show, Jody Gordon from the Lewiston Area Chamber of Commerce. Jody, how you doing?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good, good
Glad
to
to be
see you.
here. Nice to see you.
So, the Lewiston Morel Mushroom Festival, which takes place Mother's Day weekend, correct?
That is correct. Always Mother's Day weekend. Yes.
So, how many years have you guys been doing this event?
This is year 51.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We had 1 year break, but this is year 51.
Yeah, I think everybody had a 1 year break. We're not
Yeah.
going to talk about that though.
No, no, we're glad to be here. So this is 51, 50 plus one.
That's awesome. So, other than hunting for the elusive morel mushroom, what other kind of activities are going on in the community of Lewiston?
Well, actually, it's quite a quiet little community, and if we have an event like Mushroom Fest, mushroom hunting, you really don't know that that's happening because you're out in the woods. But as far as the community itself, we have a few activities. We have our farmers market that will be kicking off that weekend. We actually have some incentives for people to shop within our little stores, go to our restaurants and visit. Um, Little activities for children like coloring contest and um just it's really kind of casual. As far as the festival itself, we did bring it back downtown. It used to be hosted at the school, so now that it's back downtown, it does create a little more activity in the community. So it doesn't look like there's nothing going on, so you really do see a little more activity because of that being our kickoff weekend for most of our events for the rest of the year.
Lewiston is such a beautiful community. It's just nature everywhere, and it's the morel mushroom hunters. I know quite a few of them that come into Lewiston from all over the state, even from out of state, to go morel hunting. Um, must be quite an influx of people for that weekend. Even though they're out in the woods, they're still coming in there to central locations. You've got some tasting events also going on.
Yeah, we're trying to incorporate some more independent tasting where individuals can just kind of freely go to different restaurants. So we're going to try to spotlight those restaurants. We used to have it in one location, but it seems to be helpful for the restaurants just to kind of spotlight them instead, where people can make their own choice of where to go. So we'll be having that information available. But interesting, you talked about people coming from all over. We've had people that have been visiting our country, generally people from Japan and China, and we've had different individuals from those areas visit us because they live in Michigan. We had one family from New Jersey that came 2 years ago, and then this year specifically, our event listing was translated into Japanese and passed out in the community of Novi, Michigan, to those individuals who love mushrooms. And Japan and China, they definitely use it in their cuisine, so they're very interested in how to pick them.
That's awesome. I spoke to someone personally that was asking me about the festival that was coming up from Florida.
Oh,
Eh,
nice.
She works her way up as the season starts to progress and hits all the states from Florida up, and she can hardly wait to come into Lewiston and try her best here. So,
I understand it's a good place to pick, and it's kind of like a little gem that nobody wants to talk about.
best kept secrets. That's what our job is to
That's right.
expose the best kept secrets.
Right, right.
So, did I see okay, farmers market? But did I also see some arts and crafts stuff displayed?
Yes. Yes, sorry about that. I passed up that on my list. Um, excuse me, we have had a continued arts and craft shows, so we call it Art in the Park. And it's again just local people. There will be some vendors that will have mushroom related items, perhaps t-shirts or bags, different things that are of mushroom. Like we have one crafter that does a great job with gnome mushrooms. It's funny what people come up with. So that's the one, the gnome mushrooms right there. And so actually it's just again, it's a nice quaint event that's going to be right behind our chamber, right in town. Everything's going to be walking distance within the community, which is kind of nice. It really, again, it kicks off our summer, spring season, I guess you would say.
So you said to kick off your summer spring season. Did you want to give any highlights of any other activities that happened that you just want to tickle people's curiosity on?
Sure. Um, right after Mother's Day weekend, of course, we have the Memorial Weekend. So, people are coming up and getting their cabins together. Again, farmers market still happening. And then going into June, we have a block party, which is open to all businesses or entities in the community where we close down our 2 blocks and have just an open walking space for everyone to enjoy and to visit. And it's just, again, a very community minded event. After that same weekend, we have our car show Father's Day weekend. Then we go into our summer concert series, kicking off that same week, actually during the block party. And then we will have concerts in our park all summer long. And then we go into Timberfest. And again, fireworks, different things like that. So again, just a real quaint collection of little events that we do in our community that people enjoy, especially people that have second homes, and also our local families enjoy them as well. So yeah, it's
I
kind of
thought
fun.
you said earlier this was a small, sleepy community. With all that going on, how can there be a small, sleepy community? There's got to be,
Well, it's not Traverse City. I mean, there's some bigger things you could
well,
do, right? I mean, it's not, which is Traverse City's nice. I love their events as well.
it's true. So, how do people find out additional information? Anybody wants to know some more about what's going on in Lewiston or details on how to sign up for the mushroom hunting? How do people get additional information?
So you can contact us by going to our website at lewistonchamber.com, or you can call us or text us at our number 989-786-2293. It's nice because you can text us so we can get back to you really quick, or perhaps get a hold of you on Friday or Saturday when our office is open. And yeah, it's pretty easy to sign up. You can sign up as a vendor crafter online on our website, as well as a hunt as well. So it's a really nice time. We enjoy it. It's for us, it's a family event. We have friends that join us that help guide, and we're into like second, going into third generation with our family guiding the hunt. So it's kind of nice.
That's great. Well, Jody, I want to thank you very much for being with us today. And
You're
if
welcome.
anybody else, if you didn't get the information that Jody gave you, everything is also available at michiganfund.com. Uh,
Thank you.
Jody, and thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. You have a great day. See you soon.
Coming up next on Michigan Fun, the World Expo of Beer. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A fresh path can be illuminating. It can light up your world.
Leading you to breathtaking spaces filled with wide open possibilities.
Out here, you can find yourself without even looking.
Knowing a fork in the road always leads to an extraordinary adventure. So set out and shine bright.
And let fresh be your guide to pure Michigan.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the top events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest is from the World Expo of Beer. Welcome to the show, Sherry Palmer, chairperson. Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Mike.
World Expo of Beer. I don't know how else to get people excited about that.
Well, we're drinking, and why else wouldn't you be excited? Come drinking in Frankenmuth.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about the history of the World Expo of Beer. First of all, it's the JC's has put this on, correct?
Yep. We used to get put on by the Frankenmuth Chamber, and then the JCs took it over. So it is now the 26th year that in total that the World Expo of Beer has been going on. So we like to tote that we are the longest running original beer festival in Michigan. And since the JCs do put it on, all our proceeds do go to charity. So I like to remind people that when they're drinking their beers, that they're donating to nonprofits and
It's
to
almost like
ease
saying
their concerns.
it's almost like saying that there's no calories.
Right, exactly. It's like standing up while you eat. Goes right through you. So
Exactly.
we can't let you tax write it off, but we can enjoy having you guys here to experience it.
So this is a Friday, Saturday endeavor, and it's held at the Harvey Kern Pavilion down by the river in Frankenmuth. Um, how
Yeah.
many breweries are represented?
So we have almost 60 breweries signed up. We also are able to, the last couple of years, we've now used the entire Heritage Park area for the festival. We used to just be limited to the pavilion, and now we have a couple more tents that we've brought in, and we are down by the river. If you want, we made it more of an outdoor event. There's still tents in case it rains, but it's a lot more spread out. So we're able to bring in a couple more breweries than we have before. And so now we're at about 60 and over 350 beers, but we also have cider, we have meads, we have seltzers. So there's a wide variety that our breweries are now making besides just beer.
Now, the people that are serving the beer or the beverages are not necessarily from the breweries; they are volunteers, correct?
Yes, the pourers are volunteers. We are actually doing a big push right now to fill volunteer spots. So if you don't want to pay to come to the festival, you can come and volunteer, and we'll give you admission for free. Say you volunteer on Friday, then you can come Saturday for free, or if you volunteer on Saturday, you can come Friday for free. It does take a lot of volunteers. Each shift is about 120 to 150 people that we need to help staff it to pour the beer. And we just were having a meeting this morning about how we have to put a push out there for it. But we give you a T-shirt, we give you a dinner, we let you drink after your shift. So we have a lot of incentive to get you. And since we're a nonprofit, if you give us what organization you are a part of, we can add it to our list and see if this year we can give you, we can donate some of the monies to your nonprofit. So
I have been
I've enjoyed being a volunteer.
well, and so do I. I've been there a couple of times. My wife and I have volunteered. If I remember correctly, you used to have a special link uh, to be able to sign up on your website, correct?
Yes, yep. It's at the www.worldexpoofbeer.com, and you just go to the volunteers tab. And there are 3 times you can sign up. You can do Friday evening, Saturday early shift, and then the Saturday late shift is where we really need a lot of volunteers. So that's where our big push is right now. Um, and I think that's the most fun shift because everybody's been there all day already partying. So the party just keeps going into the evening on Saturdays. Uh, so
How many people do you usually typically get to attend this blessed?
we usually average between like 2 and 4,000 for each night.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's,
we're growing back up there. Our numbers used to be pretty substantially bigger than that before COVID, but as all things have changed, and we've changed our, our event a little, so it's not as big, but we're trying to get it back up there. We have a lot of new things that we're and old things that we've had before. This year we're gonna have a band playing at one of the tents. We have karaoke, and we have our traditional stein holding contest, which follows the sanctioned stein holding rules. So
There you go. I see it. I see it right now.
yep. A
Don't
couple of those
don't
girls are
spill.
actually should have got eliminated because their arms aren't very straight.
So let me see. You answered my question. You knew I was going to ask about the band, so you already answered that. Food vendors. You're going to have food vendors there?
Yep. Yeah, we have like 4 or 5 food trucks that'll actually be there. We are gonna have barbecue. We're gonna have a burger truck. There's a fry truck. There is I want to say it's a Chinese food truck that's coming. Nom Nom Ninja, I think is what they're called. They'll be there. So we have some new food trucks coming in this year than we've had in the past. And we try to keep it a wide variety of food for everybody. We want to make sure we get you filled up with food while you're drinking beer.
Exactly.
Keep you
Exactly.
sober.
Well, Sherry, I wish you guys all the luck. I don't think you need any because you guys, it's a well-oiled machine. It's a great event. As I said, I've personally been there a couple times. It is a blast. The facility and the ambiance of being down in the park is fabulous, and the work that you guys do and your volunteers is amazing. The amount of money that you guys, because you guys are giving it all back in the form of charity, so that is amazing. And I know I keep using that word over and over again, but I haven't found a substitute yet for it. So I mean, it's just okay. How about awesome? It's awesome the job that you guys do, and I applaud you for that. Taking the World Expo of Beer and the good things that you do with that money, and of course. Who doesn't like having an adult beverage every now and then?
Right. And we even have some non-alcoholic options this year. So we've got a wide range of everything for everyone. And we recently just went back to see our donations for the last 15 years, and we've given away almost $1 million. So it's been a very successful event for us, and it's really supported the community.
And yes, it's very successful for the community as a whole. Well, one more time for our viewers, anybody looking for additional information and times, your website?
Yep, www.worldexpoofbeer.com. And we have a Facebook page and an Instagram, so all the information's out there too.
And I'd also noticed a couple billboards out on the highway.
Yeah, did you see it? We just posted it, so we're excited about it.
I did.
Perfect.
Well, Sherry, it's great hearing from you and the festival. Thanks for being with us. Again, if you missed Sherry's website, you can catch everything at MichiganFun.com. Thanks, Sherry, for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, that wraps up this week's show. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. To find out more information about these events or any event in the state of Michigan, go to MichiganFun.com. I would also like to thank our producer, Jared Clark, and the entire staff at My Michigan TV. To browse our full library of live and on-demand videos, go to mymytv.com. That's MyMyTV.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until then, get out there and have some fun.